Tesla's competitor, George Hotz, is now joining Elon Musk. He competed with Tesla's full self-driving. He ran Comma AI. Now, from that picture that you just saw, you can tell that maybe he is a different kind of person, but he is exceptionally smart. At age 17, he made a name for himself in hacker circles as the first person to carrier unlock the iPhone. That's a big deal. And this is actually good news for us Tesla stock investors, even though it's about Twitter. He's joining Twitter, not Tesla. So let's dive deeper into all of this. It all started by George sending out this tweet saying, "This is the attitude that builds incredible things. Let all the people who don't desire greatness leave." And he was referring to this email right here that Elon sent to all of the Twitter employees. This email actually gives us great perspective and insight in terms of how Elon manages people, and this actually makes me more bullish as a Tesla stock investor. Let's go for that email. This appears to be the subject line of the email, and it explains the whole email very well. A fork in the road. Going forward to build a breakthrough Twitter 2.0 and succeed in an increasingly competitive world, we will need to be extremely hardcore. The challenges are difficult. It is scary. It's not for everyone. But we know that Elon Musk has been fighting against the bears for all of his time at Tesla. It's scary, but the moment he looks back at the bears, they all run away. That is just Elon Musk. That's how he operates. And the proof that it works is right here. Don't get scared of the bears. Just look them in the eye and watch them run away. Going hardcore means working long hours at high intensity, and only exceptional performance will constitute a passing grade. We know Elon Musk will push himself to the extreme. He will sleep in the office if he needs to, and he did that before. And it looks like someone is keeping their job at Twitter. Hashtag sleep where you work. I have done it actually before when I was building one of my companies. It was a long time ago. But that's one thing that a lot of entrepreneurs do when they have to build their business very fast or when things are just going wrong. Elon likes to lead by example, and I think it is working. Twitter will also be much more engineering driven. Design and product management will still be very important and report to me, but those writing great code will constitute the majority of our team and have the greatest sway, which I think makes perfect sense. At its heart, Twitter is a software and servers company, so I think this makes sense, says Elon Musk in the email. This is that same kind of thinking that is going to make Tesla Model Y the world's best-selling car in a rather near future, I believe. You simply just make the product so good that you sell all of your products through word of mouth. I often find that even people that use Twitter, at least before, they don't like it really. And you see headlines like this, Twitter tops the list of most toxic apps. Before Elon acquired Twitter, I would try to stay out of there. It's going into a war zone. If you want to ruin your day, Twitter, oh, that's like a perfect way to do it. Has your experience been the same or has it been different? This is a transcript of Elon's meeting with Twitter employees earlier, and you can see here, sometimes Elon Musk says, you know, on some of the social media platforms, you might spend an hour, but you kind of regret that, right? Not naming names, but you know, the time just goes tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Where did that hour go? Funny cats, though. Funny dogs. Not naming names, but it's like you want to spend an hour and be like, wow, that was a great hour. Now, I personally have never had this experience until I got into Tesla stock, and then I went on Twitter. Anything before that with Twitter, it was a bad experience. At least for me personally, and that is very subjective, of course. That was just my experience. But if I just look for news, Twitter is decent. If you can curate your own news and make your own lists, which I have done. I have lists, and that's all I do. I never go into the feed or get into fights or anything like that. That just sounds a complete waste of time. At least for me, that is. And then Elon gives everyone an option. If you are sure that you want to be part of the new Twitter, please click yes on the link below. Anyone who has not done so by 5 p.m. tomorrow will receive 3 months of severance pay. Whatever decision you make, thank you for your efforts to make Twitter successful, Elon. I have fired people before, and it's never something that you're like, oh my God, I'm going to fire people. This is amazing. Like, you just never have that experience. That just never happens. And unfortunately, I had to fire some people that were actually, in many ways, really good. But it was just not a fit culturally. The thinking just did not match what the company, where we were going, and it was creating a lot of clashes within the company. And so when you get bigger, and for some reason it always appears to be, every time I build a company, when I get to around 20 people, it's like that tipping point where up until that point, like everyone is respecting each other, everything is fine. Even if there's a disagreement, people just somehow talk it out. And once you get to this certain number, it's like something just happens. Someone just makes a big fuss and they don't want to find a consensus or apologize or agree to disagree. It's like this cat fight. Ooh, not good. And you have to fire those people, unfortunately, even if they are good at doing their job. That is not good enough because it creates so much toxicity around everyone. It ruins everyone else. So you have to let go of those people. And especially if you are not doing a good job, then it's like a double kill. They are doing a bad job and they are being toxic, and they show that, oh, you can be lazy and still stay here and make money and work. No. We can't do that. And another huge benefit of doing this is, number one, it shows everyone else in your company you have to be serious. Here's what happens if you don't do what is needed. But even more importantly, when people see this from outside, which can also be a little bit hard because that will attract a lot of attention and a lot of heat, and you have to be able to take it if you are well known publicly. But people like George Hotz see this, a hacker, engineering genius. He's like, that's something I would be interested in. This work environment where you just work, you get things done, and everyone around you is also working extremely hard, and everyone is smart around you as well, and they're focused, and they're working towards this supposedly impossible to achieve goal, which is actually possible if you work extremely hard with extreme dedication, with the most committed and intelligent people who are good at their jobs. And so George here says, I'll put my money where my mouth is. I'm down for a 12-week internship at Twitter for cost of living in San Francisco. It's not about accumulating capital in a dead world. It's about making the world alive. Elon Musk replies, sure, let's talk. And also being able to manage exceptional people, especially if they are a little bit, let's say interesting. Let's settle for interesting. Keeping someone like this, motivating someone like this, requires exceptional management capability, and also, most importantly, overall extraordinary capability, which Elon no doubt has. So for me, this is no doubt great news for me as a Tesla stock investor, because that means Twitter is going to be cleaned up faster. If we have exceptional people working at Twitter cleaning it up, the faster Elon Musk can move on or move back a lot of his attention and focus back on Tesla, which would be so great for us Tesla stock investors. Like and subscribe if you haven't yet. These are 48 reasons why I only own Tesla stock in my stock portfolio. My name is Matt Postis, reporting to you from Vancouver City, Canada. If you like to support the channel, always like the video in the very beginning of the video. That helps the algorithm the most. Thank you very much.